welcome back for another video on my channel. Today I am going to be doing an entire day in our homeschool without opening any of our curriculum, and I plan on explaining why I wanted to make this video more as we go throughout the day. But before we get into today's video, I do need to thank Owl Crate Jr. for sponsoring today's video. I have worked with them many times in the past and absolutely love them, so thank you so much for partnering with me on bringing today's video. So you guys will see how we use things like subscriptions, monthly subscriptions like Owl Crate Jr. to stay engaged in learning without doing a formal lesson from our curriculum. And I really wanted to make this video because I spend a lot of time sharing resources with you guys, and resources for homeschooling are important. They are, in my opinion, and they're a large part of what you do as a homeschooler, but it's not everything. Homeschooling really is a way of life. It's a lifestyle. It's something that your family does as a unit. It isn't just a designated 3-hour time slot on the clock, Monday through Friday, of completion of workbook pages. It really is so much more deep and like all-consuming in the best way. It's just the way that we do life. And so I wanted to share this video with you guys. I've never done a video like this before because I, more than ever, am just so appreciative of our lifestyle of being a homeschooling family. And I want to show you guys how my kids learn throughout the day equally important things as doing a math lesson, just through life, doing life together. So I'll keep talking about that more as we go through the day, but that's what this video is going to be. So give me a thumbs up if you agree that homeschooling is a lifestyle, not just worksheets. So I am excited to bring you guys along for the day today. It is a nice Tuesday. It's going to have beautiful weather here, and when the weather is beautiful, a huge part of our homeschool is being outside. So that's definitely going to be a part of today. But we're going to get into today's video. As you can see, the kids are finishing up breakfast and starting on their chores. Here is Owl Crate Jr.'s April box. The book this month is Cabin in the Woods, and it tells us about the author here, so we always really enjoy reading about it. And then Owl Crate gives us just a fun read every single month. So it also gives recommendations on if you loved this book, then you might love these. So we already have Esperanza Rising, but there's always such amazing ways to engage your kids here. So let's see what else we've got in here. So we have, oh, it's like a little park ranger pin. We have a super cute bookmark with the Laura Ingalls Wilder quote on there. Love that. We have a log building set. They always include a fun activity to build a log cabin, so that looks really awesome. Then we have the book down here with some stickers on the back, and it's always signed. Okay, so Echo Mountain. So this must be a different book than Cabin in the Woods, maybe for older kids. I'm not sure. We have this beautiful quote, a super cool wooden pen. How fun is that? And what else is in here? Oh, it shows you a preview of what next month is going to be. So this is everything that we got in our Owl Crate Jr. box. Again, I love having things like these because this is going to give us something fun and new to learn and a new book to start. So if you guys want to check out Owl Crate Jr., I will have a link down in the description box for you guys. I highly encourage you to try them out. You will really love it, and so will your kids. It's just a super fun surprise each and every month of a great book and some additional activities that go with it. So I view this as kind of like a little unit study that I didn't have to think of myself. So super excited about this. We'll probably read a chapter in this at some point today and start a new book. So super excited, and thank you, Owl Crate Jr. What we're doing in our homeschool today is getting our chores done. So she's sorting out her laundry, which is a very important life skill not to be overlooked, which I feel like often life skills are overlooked. We have my other son over here dusting up our schoolroom, cleaning all the desks, and we do chores for so many more reasons than just the sake of getting the desk clean. I mean, I could clean that desk, but there's reasons why we have them participate in family chores. So one of the biggest reasons why I include what I like to call life skills in our homeschool is because so many kids leave their homes when they're teenagers, go off to college, and they have no clue how to cook, how to do laundry, how to balance a budget, they buy a puppy, they have no clue how to take care of the puppy. Those are just some of the examples, but it's my goal as a mom to make sure that my kids know how to work as a unit, so our family unit, working together for a collective purpose to take care of our home and what God has blessed us with. Also to learn to work as a team. We're a family, we work together to accomplish tasks. All of those things are there's no value on learning those things. Those are foundational things that will take you through life and aid you in so many ways that go beyond a curriculum book. It's learning how to live life. And so that is a huge part of our homeschool. And that is actually the reason why my kids do chores. It's not so much so because I'm like, whoo, I don't have to do that. I mean, sometimes it is nice to have a little bit of help. But quite honestly, the reason why we do chores are for those reasons: to learn responsibility, how to take care of where we live, to show that we are thankful for the provision God has provided, and so that they know how to do things. So that's what we start most of our days with, is doing some form of family chore time where all the kids are participating, and learning life skills is a huge part of our homeschool that has nothing to do with curriculum. So the next thing we are going to do is read our Bible together. This is just a part of life for us. It has nothing to do with a curriculum. It is just the calling placed on my life to disciple my children. And so we read the Bible in some capacity every single day together, and it's just a way of our household. So right now we're just reading through the book of Matthew and discussing it together. We're not following any kind of devotional or anything right now. So that is what we are doing next in our homeschool day. So next on our day for our homeschool day today, we are going to head out into nature and allow my oldest daughter to practice some soccer. There's, even in the midst of what we're going through in our country, there's still some really beautiful parks that still have like goals that she can shoot on, and then there's also a really nice running slash biking slash scootering trail that goes around there. So I will run and do like an outdoor workout with my oldest son right here, and then my younger two will ride on their scooters, and then she'll kind of do her own thing there at the soccer field. So Another thing that is really, really important to me to have in our homeschool days that has nothing to do with curriculum is time for my kids to pursue their passions and time for us as a family and them as individuals to learn the importance of taking care of their bodies. So much more rather than like learning how to solve a difficult geometry problem. That's important to me too, but one of the most important things to me as a mom is that my kids understand that their bodies are gifts from God, that they are supposed to take care of their bodies, what they put in their body and what they use their body for. I want them to value that. I want them to have seen that modeled healthy by myself and my husband, because so much more of who our kids become and the things that our kids learn come from what they see us doing, those daily habits, those daily things. And so it's not about vanity, it's not about looking a certain way, it's about learning how to take care of your body. And physical fitness and exercise is about being healthy, and it's about being strong, and it's also about learning how to push past adversity, physical adversity, when your body tells you slow down and you keep pushing, or goal setting. There's so much value in fitness that has nothing to do with how the outside of your body looks. It's about learning how to have an overcoming mentality. It's about learning how to work hard at something. It's about so much more. Another thing that is just super important to me in my homeschool, like I said, it's our lifestyle, it's our family, it's the way we operate, is that exercise, hands down, is one of the most, if not the most important things we can do for our mental health. And so I want my kids to understand that as they get older and they move out of my home, just how important it is for their brain and the way that we think and the way that we feel and our energy levels, to understand that getting some exercise is really important. So that's what we're gonna go and do, and that's why we're going to do it. Again, this is something that is a part of our homeschooling day that has nothing to do with curriculum and way more to do with habits and behaviors and just, you know, passions that I want my kids to take with them. And that is why we homeschool, because in a public school setting, you're just not going to be able to take an hour or 2 hours of your day and pursue your passions like soccer. You're not going to be able to exercise with your kids every day and show them how to walk that out. So these are all things that are really important to me. So as you can see, we're all loaded up. Another thing that they're all doing right now is reading. And my kids don't go anywhere without a book, and it's not because I have to tell them, it's because they enjoy that. And so they're all reading right now, all different things. And a lot of people will say, oh, well, how'd you get your kids to love to read? And you know, I really think that it does have to do with the way that like reading a book is framed, like how they're set up to view that. I think it has to do with allowing them to choose within reason kind of things that they're interested in to read. And I think that from the time that they're learning how to read, making it a no pressure situation helps them have a love of reading. And so my youngest daughter is now 8 years old, and so I've seen those things be true all the way through all 4 of my kids. So if I've done one thing right, it feels weird to be like, I think I did this right, but it's okay to say that. You know, people think like, oh, you're so overconfident. But if I say I think I did this right, that's okay for me to say. And as a mom, I think that is one thing that I have done right, is to set my kids up to love to read, and they all do. And it was through keeping it no pressure, just fun. It's through showing them that I enjoy reading. It's showing them the value in books, and then it's allowing them within reason to choose what they read. So they're all reading right now, and that's a part of our everyday homeschool life, like I said, and it has nothing to do with curriculum. All of these books are just books that they've chosen to read. We have the Penderwicks, we have he's reading a Star Wars comic, but he also has his C.S. Lewis book, that The Magician's Nephew, that he's been wanting to read. Another one's reading The Wind in the Willows. And then what are you reading, Landon? Hatchet by Gary Paulson. So that's what they're all reading. So we're gonna head out and get some exercise, get some nature time, all very important parts of our homeschool that have nothing to do with the curriculum we use.
I will keep on searching for my highs.
So we just finished our workout, and the kids are refueling with some snacks and some sunshine. I am not quite ready for mine, but here's my protein shake. But it's a beautiful day. So we are headed back home now, and we will have some lunch when we get home. But I just wanted to get on and quickly talk with you guys, because I know that not everyone that will come across this video is someone who has been homeschooling for a long time, and this video may make you have questions. And I just want to encourage you to look around my channel. I have created almost 500 videos now at this point, and I would say more than half of them, definitely more than half of them, maybe even about 75% of them, are dedicated to homeschooling in the way that we do things. So I just wanted to get on and kind of share with you guys that when I was very first going to homeschool my kids, I had never been exposed to homeschooling. I had never even really known anyone that was homeschooled, and I really had no idea about any of it really. And I would see videos like this, or I would see, you know, like in a random search, that when I was kind of exploring things, I would see things on YouTube, and they would just make me have a lot of questions. Like, I would think to myself, like, okay, that's nice and all, but like, tell me how you teach math. And I wanted to know about what I thought, or really what my perception of schooling was. And through the years, my eyes and mind have been opened to so many different things that are way too long to even go into, and way too in-depth, and way too multifaceted to even filter into a video like this. There's just so much. But really, what happens after you've been homeschooling for a long time, and maybe not a long time for some of you guys who maybe have more experience or more exposure in different areas than I did, but after you've been doing this for a while, you start to realize, and maybe you've always realized it, but you just weren't sure what it was gonna look like. You were kind of unsure about things. But you start to see that, like I mentioned at the beginning, homeschooling is really a way of life. It's not just a few hours with a workbook at a desk. And you guys know I love my curriculums, and I love my math programs, and I love all of that. So that is a part of it. But homeschooling really is a way of life. And there is no greater value on understanding a numerical expression as there is a child learning how to bake banana bread, or you know, a child learning proper sentence diagramming over learning how to take care of their body and learning good habits for the rest of their life. Like, there isn't one that is greater or more important than another. And those things are important to me. Your families may look different than mine, but for me, as I've done this for longer, I've seen the value, so much fruit and so much goodness come from things that you just wouldn't even really categorize as education, but it is. Our kids learn all day long with us. They learn good things and they may learn bad things depending on what they're exposed to and what our examples are and different things like that, but they are learning all day long, and there is not something greater than the other when it comes to receiving an education. So am I saying, you know, that your kids should never learn how to do math? No, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that learning how to do long division is equally as important as a child learning how to make a grilled cheese sandwich, or learning how to you know, take care of pets, or learning how to be a kind person, or learning how to appreciate nature. All of those things are what make up homeschooling for us. And it's a all-encompassing thing. It's not just a few hours on a schedule. And when I was very first starting out, I probably would have watched a video like this and been like, huh, okay, but I wouldn't have really grasped it until I lived it myself. So if you're someone who is new to this, I encourage you to allow yourself to notice those things, allow your kids time to be kids and play and imagine and have freedom. That is why we homeschool a large portion of it. And so I just wanted to share that with you guys, because I know for some people this video may be like, okay, that just looks like a relaxing day. And yeah, it is, and we like it. So it's a part of our life. Homeschooling is our life. It isn't just a Monday through Friday gig. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. We're gonna go home and get some lunch now, and then we'll see where the afternoon takes us. Another thing that I wanted to mention really quick is, like, sometimes I'll have things like Owl Crate Jr., or maybe there's been like this moon dough recipe that my kids have been wanting to make. So I'll have things like that in the back of my head, and then we'll just kind of do them. So on days like today where we're not utilizing our curriculum, but I don't really plan out like an all-day thing. I just kind of see where the day takes us. So that's what we're doing today. So maybe we'll throw in a little moon dough magic. I do know that I have set aside 5 bananas that they're overripe, because so many of you guys recommended the Magnolia Homes banana after school banana bread recipe or whatever, and so we'll probably end up.
I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down.
Got home, and while I am making some lunch, Landon dug right into our Owl Crate box, the log building set, and he built the cabin in 5 minutes. About. Really cool. So this is a really cute thing. Looks good, buddy.
Thank you.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart. What is it that you do? the sun, we don't care about the others.
This part about baking.
Being able to eat it afterward.
Totally. And yes, we will save a slice for Dad.
We're literally playing Army. You have to hold the boat so that it doesn't. No, it floats. Just, I think it. Okay, there. Here, I'll take out. Are they in like a swampy place or the ocean? A swamp.
One is baking, the others are out here playing in the pool that we inflated yesterday. And they were just telling me in passing that something is happening. So what kind of battle is this in the water here?
The communists are plotting a secret war against the Americans.
Oh. And are you, what side are you on?
Americans, the good guys. We're Americans. Me and Landon are both Americans.
And what role do you have?
Pointing guns at them.
I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You said
Here's the moon dough. That's the right consistency. Maybe a tiny bit too much dye, but that's all right.
Definitely.
And then how's yours coming along?
Very
Look at
beautiful.
that magical feeling.
Yeah,
Ooh.
and it looks like it's swirled because I did pink and then the blue. I'm probably gonna add a little green. I want to feel you.
The moon dough turned out. It feels really cool. So if you try it and it's too liquidy, you need more cornstarch. And if it's too dry, you need more conditioner. And then you add the coloring at the end and it feels really cool once you get it done. So, oh, pink. Very cool.
It's just like the Play-Doh that we made.
Yeah, we did make homemade Play-Doh. I think this feels more
Smoother.
smooth. And so now we've got, it was definitely good to do this outdoors. So this one is cool, like tie-dye. Let me see that.
Oh, I'm gonna open the inside.
Yee. A little time check-in for you guys. It's 2 o'clock now and I just took the banana bread out of the oven. It looks really good and the recipe said to add a lot of sugar to the top, so Kylie definitely followed through with that. I just finished washing all the dishes and making myself a coffee. The kids are currently out back playing in the swimming pool, and here's all the moon dough that we just made. That was a lot of fun. So while they're out there swimming, I'm going to read some of our book that we're reading right now and drink my coffee, and then we will probably, everyone will want to come in, get showered, we'll have dinner when my husband gets home, and then we will probably end up watching something on Disney Plus. There's been a ton of really good stuff on there. Tomorrow, from when I'm filming this, is actually Earth Day, and so there's supposed to be some new documentaries released. But yeah, that's probably what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna go outside and read to them while they swim in the pool, because why would I make them get out when I can just read to them? It is about 3 o'clock now and I just finished reading to the kids outside, and I came in to slice them some of the banana bread that we made, and it looks so good. So they're gonna have their snack out in the backyard, and I am going to end today's video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it encouraged you and maybe gave you something to think about. I did want to share the quote on here from Laura Ingalls Wilder on the bookmark that came in our Owl Crate box. It says, "Some old-fashioned things like fresh air and sunshine are hard to beat." And I couldn't think of a better way to end today's video with that quote, because it's just so true. Those things are a huge part of health and education and wholeness, and So I don't know, I just wanted to share that quote with you guys. Also, be sure to check out Owl Crate Junior using the link down below. The next month is Elements in Alchemy, so it looks like chemistry, so I'm excited to get that, but I'll probably hold off on reading it until we do our chemistry unit next year. It always gives you like a little card to tell you what next month is gonna be, so that's really awesome. So please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Be sure you're subscribed to my channel so you don't miss anything. I've been uploading a ton of videos lately because why not? And I'll see you guys in my next one really soon. Bye guys.